Hang on, let me just pull something up real quick. No. It's I got some notes. That's all.
Josh is so nice. He made you do the clap thing.
Get it going.
Get y'all giggles out now. Nah, we not going through this again.
Hey, we have fun over here. SUBVSDUB.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Welcome back to Sub versus Dubs of the My 2020 podcast. Thank you for being back with us. Been a little bit of a while, but the consistency is coming back. Your boys, Travis, Ty, and Eric, we here. And we thank y'all for joining us today. And we about to get this started. But first off, how are my boys doing? What's been going on?
Well, we could just skip all that.
We can skip all that?
Yeah.
Damn.
SUBVSDUB, we talk about anime here.
I mean,
yo, fuck your mental health.
Yeah, fuck your mental health. I'm not trying to talk about mental health, but what's good?
Jesus.
First of all, he's being real disrespectful because my boy just celebrated a birthay.
Oh, thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
birthday.
Happy birthday. Another year.
Cool,
around,
that's
you know
right.
what I'm saying? And,
Thank you.
All right, chill. I know it's SUBVSDUB, but chill.
I actually know what that means.
I know. This nigga said ni hao the other time.
I can't say ni hao.
Hello. You could say ni hao.
You could say ni hao. That's true.
Ni hao, ni hao.
I should have stayed on my Japanese lessons because I could have fucking remember happy birthday. I could have said it for you today.
This is true. We
I'm
good.
fucking
Yeah.
up.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll get back
But
to
It's all good. Thank
blessed
you
do you see another year, my man.
OD.
You know what I'm saying?
You definitely going to celebrate.
About
Yes,
to
sir.
celebrate. We about to get into it. And without wasting any more time, like I said, this is the Sub versus Dub portion of our podcast. So it's strictly anime. Everything else, the My 2020, stop sitting under the fire. Stay tuned for more content like that. Keep on track with our Sub versus Dub. Stay on point with our social media, but we'll do our plugs afterwards. But at the same time, we gotta get started. So I got a segment for you guys starting right now to break the ice called Devil's Advocate. Right? So I'm going to give you two a random character, starting with Ty.
Okay.
Just to give an example, I'm going to give Ty a random character from an anime, a comics, because even though it's Sub versus Dub, we might introduce a little comic video game here, there, and there. But sticking to the point of anime, I'll make this like anime. Also, so the whole point of it, Devil's Advocate, I'm going to give you 1 minute to defend the actions of this particular character that I give you. And you have to convince us, the other two, essentially of your disposition. You feel me?
Either your like or dislike. Of
No. So you have to defend them. Like Devil's Advocate is you have
Like,
to
is it
defend them.
justified or
You have
some
to
shit?
justify their actions. It is up to you to convince us that what they did. You never heard the term Griffith did nothing wrong?
Just be their lawyer.
Just be their lawyer. You're literally their lawyer.
So who's the judge? I'm both
All right.
the judge.
No. We're each the judge.
The people.
And the people. That's
And
a
the
good point.
people.
And the people.
Okay.
So
Throw it at me, bro.
yeah, I got it. So like I said, there's only two choices. Yeah, you're like, yeah, I can see your point, or nah, that ain't it, y'all. That ain't it. Hitting with the Charlemagne, you feel me? All right. So you ready, Ty? Like I said, you get 1 minute because we don't want to make this too long. Your character, I want you to defend, is Shigaraki.
Shigaraki.
Yeah, from My Hero Academia.
Okay.
You ready?
That's not hard.
All right.
Okay.
And
I don't need a minute, though. I can just
nah,
go.
you get a minute. So you.
Oh, the minute is to defend him.
Yeah, the minute.
Oh, I thought you meant like to think about. Okay.
No.
All right, I'm ready.
To defend him. Ready?
Yeah.
Go.
Shigaraki was born into a famous family for All for One.
Okay.
His grandmother was one of the carriers, but his power was decay. In a world of villains and superheroes, his power is basically shunned and disgusting and terribly evil. He hasn't been treated kindly to nobody but the most evil person in the fucking world. Nobody has ever reached their hand out to him because they would probably just evaporate or some shit. The world built of All Might and the society does not confine or make him belong in that world. And for that, fuck the world.
Okay.
All right, that's what you got. You got 10 seconds.
I got nothing else.
All
Fuck
right.
the world and get fucked by it, man. Type shit.
All right, so what do we think about that?
That was cool.
That was cool. I'll give it to him. Does that justify like him killing millions of people?
No.
I don't know, man.
What do you want the man to do?
I'm just saying.
You gotta think about this. No matter what, my power is decay.
Right.
I can't do shit but destroy. I can't create. There's no other place for me to do different in this world. What do you want me to be? A construction
what?
worker and destroy buildings for a living?
That brings up an
He
interesting
could
topic.
be a construction worker and do demolition.
That could bring
How
up an
about that?
interesting topic that we're gonna get to later. I like that. I
Put
like hold
villains
up.
in a real job.
Nah, not exactly. But like this whole like they're not villains, they're broken type shit. Right? We'll get to that because that's another thing. All right, but I'll give it to you.
How would you feel? What do you think?
Yeah, what'd you
Would
think?
give it to me or not?
Yeah, I guess for the most part. Yeah.
Now, if you're not too familiar, Sugar Rocky is the dude with all the hands in his face.
Yeah. I got you.
All right.
All right.
So you ready for yours?
Yeah.
You can say yes or no. It's
Yeah, you
up
gotta
to
say yes or no,
I
bro.
feel like I'm on the borderline, bro.
Any
But
particular reason why?
because you could have sold it a little bit more.
I do think
Especially
you
if
got a
you're
little
lawyer.
too wordy.
You're a
You know what I'm
lawyer?
saying?
It was
gotta
too wordy?
You gotta give him a minute because it's like
Nah,
all right,
not even it being wordy. It's just like you gave him more of a summary than like
right. Then
defending
his
him.
defending him.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
You're like, he's rich. You know, he
Yeah.
can't touch anything.
I'll do better next
But
time.
like,
Nah,
if
you know
you
what
were
get-
in
But
court-
it bases the backstory was like
Nah, I know. I get it.
it was like a good defense to say like the world fucked him over and shit.
I give it to you because you said off of the strength. You said the only person to really show him kindness was Awful One,
Yeah.
who is a villain, like
Right.
with no real redeeming qualities.
right.
Right. All right,
Right.
Trav. I'm gonna give you an easy one.
Okay.
All right. Because
Well, technically, Sugar Rocky was easy.
I gave you easy.
Yeah,
ones. I
no,
could have went hard, bro.
You could have.
I was gonna go like,
You
bro,
could've.
There ain't no way you could justify this nigga. I was gonna go in.
I found some type of way.
Gotcha.
Go ahead, bro.
So, Trav, your character is Frieza.
Wow.
All right. So hang on, player. Hang on, player.
Listen,
Ready?
my client.
All right.
My client.
Start.
My client was put here, by his pops. He had no choice in the world but to kill Saiyans because that's what he was taught to do. He didn't. What else could he feel? He came from cold and he gave out cold until his ass got heated up. Unfortunately, he didn't ask for that, but it was kind of destiny. And
Destiny.
it was destiny, bro.
That's manifest destiny.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
He couldn't stop what was gonna happen because it was supposed to happen. He was a conqueror until he couldn't conquer anymore.
Mhm.
And I feel that, at a certain point, he was the strongest person or felt that until, he ran into some shit.
Mm-hmm.
He came back a lot after passing a few times.
Mhm.
Wasn't really his fault again. And got his ass kicked again. Yo, this man deserves better. He deserves better.
He deserves.
All right.
He deserves better.
Good timing too.
Fuck
All
that.
right. What'd you think?
Hell no.
Fucked up. He deserves better, bro.
Listen, I think Travis did a good job.
I think he did a great job.
I think he did a great job.
Definitely defense, but
But
let's
Frieza is
break this
Manifest
down.
Destiny is
Let's just
crazy.
break
He was
this
gonna
down.
die anyway.
Let's break
Was he
this
not
down.
gonna die?
No,
Let's
because
break this down.
There's so many
first.
layers to that
Yeah.
statement too.
Let's break this down for real.
I'm just saying.
On some real shit.
All right.
In some type of way,
He's at fault.
Frieza is just like Vegeta in some type of way. He was given this task to say, or to be a spoiled brat to say,
But-
you are a prince of this and shit
Time
like
out.
that.
How did you start that? He was given this task.
Yeah, but he didn't have to be.
It
that.
wasn't something he woke up and said, "Ha! I'm gonna do this."
The
today."
situation is he's never been a leader. He's always been a follower. If his father told him, take care of this, yes, Dad, I got you.
You
If
wouldn't do
Beerus said, destroy this,
Come
yes, I
on,
got
Ty.
you. And then at a certain point, once he lost to Goku, his main focus was monkeys, monkeys, monkeys.
Bro,
I want to
feel
get
like
stronger to beat you. That's it.
I felt like I was the strongest person in the world. All of a sudden, this gold-head motherfucker comes out of nowhere.
He
and
knew he
kills
wasn't
me.
the strongest person.
Well, you gotta also remember
I'm just saying.
He really did know.
You,
I'm just
you gotta also remember Frieza's whole thing too was like Travis got a point. Coming from this great country of ours and our history, right?
Oh God.
I ain't gonna go too deep into it, but absolute power corrupts absolutely, right?
Sure.
Even though we have a moral responsibility, like you should use that power to help the people. There's just some like it's funny because I don't want to go too deep into this,
Mhm.
but I think I was watching like The Orville or something. If you ever seen that show,
Sounds familiar.
that's the show with Seth MacFarlane and
Yeah.
space and stuff like that. It's actually pretty good,
Mm.
and there was an episode involving freezerish type things
Okay.
and the mindset behind it. And the mindset behind it is looking at, basically being in a position of power and seeing those that are not in a position of power weakening you, you consider them pathetic and less than.
So
right?
let's just say Frieza has a Napoleon complex.
Yeah, no, he's space.
Of course.
Frieza is like, shout out to Team 4-Star. They said it the best. Frieza is space Napoleon Hitler.
Yeah,
right.
Definitely.
However,
I wouldn't say Hitler.
No, what? He destroyed the entire. He destroyed the entire race.
He enjoyed a desire. Yes, a race, but he never. But he doesn't deal with his own people.
I don't even know if there is more of his people.
He works with a bunch of different races of aliens.
Works is a strong definition.
Ginyu Force was
work is you saying work as in like they have a choice.
I'm not saying they do have a choice, but it's not like he sat here and said, I'm gonna pick people like me, because we don't know about his people.
And then you get this prophecy that you are going to be killed by a warrior of golden hair who is a saint. So you're like, fuck all that. But you know what's funny? I feel like Super, and this is I think what Super was trying to do, even though I'm kind of tired of Frieza, I can kind of see
I think they tried to do it like Vegeta.
They wanted to make him a rival.
Yeah,
right.
Like
so he
Vegeta
went from
status.
being like a tyrant to like, I'm not necessarily like, I'm not a good guy,
Right.
but like, look,
I'll fuck with you.
Yeah, we're rivals. Like
I want to beat you. Like,
now I got a black.
It's really like a
horn.
Vegeta. It's like a Vegeta type of shit. Like, yo, I lost to you, and now I'm gonna get better than you in order to beat you. And if I don't, I'm gonna find other ways to do this. Do as such.
Right.
That wasn't. The case.
There's some similarities.
But
there.
I feel you guys.
So what we giving Travis? Because I'm gonna give him a thumbs up. Just 'cause I think he did a good job. But funny enough, as best as he can.
That's what I'm saying. Frieza's
I
like,
should have said,
that's
if you
hard.
didn't like me one
it's
way,
a hard one.
It's hard
because there's no good thing this man has ever done in the world to like.
Listen, man.
But Travis carried that. I ain't gonna hold you.
You did your good. I'm gonna give it to you because of you defending him.
But now
he's
still going to jail.
He's still going to jail.
It's still guilty.
Throw him in there. And
you still getting your
lawyer.
I got you. You still getting your check.
He's a menace.
You feel me?
I did all I could do.
But this guy gotta go. Like,
I bet.
All right. So I got a hot take for y'all again.
We're gonna take some hot takes right now.
Oh man,
what?
I got a hotter take after. I got a take where I agree with Eric.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
Best animes with shitty or absent fathers.
Wow.
I'm gonna give you the list.
Oh, I thought you was asking us. Okay, go for it.
I want y'all to
I want to hear this.
Agree or disagree.
Okay.
With absentee fathers.
Happy
Father's Day.
Future Happy Father's Day.
Future Happy Father's Day.
All right.
I love you, Dad. Nah, he's cool. I love you.
Let's give it out to the shitty fathers. Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
Hunter x Hunter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Wow.
Yeah.
And let's not just say the father. Let's also say the Chimera father as well. He can go to hell too.
We not fuck that. Oh, Shoe Tucker?
Yeah.
Nah,
he can go to hell too.
Nigga.
Yu Yu Hakusho, because we don't know who the fuck that father is.
I would before you finish, I would argue Full Metal a little.
How?
How?
All right, let me do my devil's advocate.
Just let me finish the list. Let me finish the list. When you get your thing on, we'll finish the list.
All right.
DBZ.
Which?
Again, I would defend DBZ as well.
Okay.
I know.
I would defend DBZ.
I love Goku. But in some cases,
I'll defend Goku.
He was an absent father in some cases.
He was.
He allowed he let himself die way too many times.
Okay, I was about to say it was by choice.
He is, yeah. No,
it was by choice.
Wrong choice. Wrong choice.
Wait, let him finish. Go ahead.
I'm not done.
But then when we say he's a villain, he's not a villain.
Naruto.
It's fucking crazy.
Naruto, yeah.
Naruto.
Okay.
As much as it was like
Naruto,
he had to do it, but there probably was a better way, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You was really that strong that you probably really could have like stopped this situation.
His death was a little bit.
Yeah. Attack on Titan. Oh, D.
Jesus.
Attack on Titan.
That's
remember,
that's
had to do. He had to do it.
Did he have to? Did he have to?
Let me see.
That's number one, nigga.
Let me think. I was gonna say One Piece. Yes.
Yeah,
OD.
One Piece. OD One Piece, yeah.
Because he took his Sabo, but he couldn't take his own fucking son.
Between Garp, I'm sorry.
Garp was good.
Garp was okay.
Garp was good. But
Garp was at least around.
Garp is a military grandfather.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what it is. He couldn't get his son to do it, so he was like, yo, I'm going to try to work on my other grandson and shit. I was going to say Inuyasha, but
Nah, I
It's a little iffy.
So you said absentees to piece of shit fathers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like good anime is based on like absentee fathers because you have to think about what these characters would have been if their fathers were actually like around.
Right.
Type shit.
All right, let me just real quick do my devil's advocate for
Fathers?
father.
For Full Metal?
What was his name?
For Full Metal?
Damn, yeah.
It's fine. You could, well, technically in some type of way they said
I'm gonna
father is father of the
Now,
sons and shit.
I'm assuming, did they specify brotherhood or full
You don't
regular
have
Full
to.
Metal? You kind of do because it's two different situations.
In any situation, he left to try
He kinda
to
had
live
to.
by himself immortally, and then he helped the one thing that wanted to create all this chaos. So.
All right, so I feel like that's the first one. So in Brotherhood, he kind of had to leave because he came from I'm saying
I'm listening to you.
he remember his backstory. He is like, I want to say thousands of years old.
Mm-hmm.
Thousands of years old.
Isn't it because of?
Yeah, because he came from a culture where they first learned about the Philosopher's Stone, right?
Okay.
And essentially, he opened, I don't know if it was the first gate. He pretty much caused the whole first. So in order to get a
I don't
Philosopher's
remember this part at all.
This is Brotherhood. That's what I'm saying. It's two different
okay.
things.
So
To get a Philosopher's Stone in that series, basically close to a million people, genocide has to happen collectively of blood. You get the Philosopher's Stone.
Got it.
The people weren't aware of that, and he was like the only survivor. And the homunculus or I feel like
homunculus.
the homunculus that
The main
appeared
one.
blessed him with immortality. So he had to continue to keep living, but essentially he fell in love with a woman, which is how he got Edward, the main characters, Edward and Al, right? But this is doomed to keep repeating itself.
Yeah.
So in order for that not to happen to the people he loved, he kind of had to leave. And I can kind of understand that. The fucked up part about it is he didn't tell anybody. He ain't tell his kids. But it's like, how can you explain that type of stuff?
And then the shittier part is that you didn't even show up to your own wife's funeral.
Right. And
again,
he didn't know, I'm assuming.
He did know. He went to the gravesite.
Later down the line, he found out. But he didn't.
It wasn't that long ago. It wasn't that far from like when she died till when he went to visit.
It's deep. Because you gotta remember, Ed and Al were kids when she died.
Yeah.
And then when they attempted to bring her back, like...
They were still kids.
No, they weren't. Well, no, they were kids, but when they were still kids, and then afterwards they lost their arm, they lost their body, and years passed because they became state alchemists.
Yeah.
So like about, I want to say, let's give a timeline. Don't take my accuracy.
I'm trying to think.
Timeline.
I think it's once that happened, they moved in with the old lady and stuff.
With the old but
because they burned the house. Remember, they burned the house, so they were already
they burned. No, they were kids.
They were depressed as shit. Remember, because they were really depressed after they intentionally burned the house.
So
down.
they don't ever come back. So it's like
they never go back to that house until they were old enough to go back to that house.
No, they burnt the house because it was like their goal. Remember, their whole goal was to get their arm back and to get Al's body back.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And they burnt the house down because it was a symbol of there's no turning back.
Yeah, basically.
Like
we made a vow.
We're gonna become state alchemists. We're gonna find the Philosopher's Stone
Mm-hmm.
and get the body back. But that again, that's in them becoming state alchemists. That was like 2-3 years. It wasn't like a
that long ago.
Yeah, there was a gap.
I thought it was like a longer gap than that, though.
It probably was, but there was gaps between after they burned down the house and became full-time state alchemists.
They were about like 10 or something. So
they were like 10, and then by the time they were state alchemists,
like 15,
16.
Yeah,
so that's like 5-6 years.
Yeah, I mentioned.
Yeah, but either way, he couldn't just pop.
But that's what I'm
up.
saying. Like, I remember the old lady said, like, yo, your kids like are fucked up, and your wife's grave's over there if you want to go check it out.
That's true.
Shit.
He could have,
He could have sat here and said, hey, you want to come with me? Figure this out. We could probably get your mother back, but we got to like, that's what I'm saying.
Nah, you couldn't get your mother back.
Yes, you could have.
Bro, the whole point
The
of
fact
Full
that if
Metal
they-
Alchemist is nothing can be given without, nothing can be.
I mean, you
given
really
without something
think
being taken.
if he sat here and told his sons, hey, if we kill all these people, we could probably get it
You
back.
think Ed would do that? Because when they learned how a Philosopher's Stone is made, they were like, "Nah, we can't do that."
They were teenagers, yes, but as children,
No, they found out they weren't. Yeah, they found out like
equivalent exchange. They knew about equivalent exchange when they were younger. Yes, this is true. But I'm saying to you, the way they felt about even trying that in the situation, you don't think if their father literally came with the actual solution to say, yo, they all gotta die.
no,
we'll get
they
your
wouldn't.
mother back.
They wouldn't do that
I don't know.
because at that point, no,
That's tough.
let's go to like an anime enthusiast, and I'm pretty confident they'll agree with me Because at that point, it wasn't even about getting the mother back anymore. It was about getting Ed's. It was about to get Al's body back.
Yeah, that's the first step.
Because the funny thing is, I was dying. Like his soul was in the armor, but his physical body was still alive.
Gotcha.
And he was like literally aging and getting all like. I don't even know how he lived for that long. He was all like bones and decrepit. He looked like
Yeah, I mean, it's tough.
he looked like the concept
Strong
from Attack on Titan
willpower, I guess,
character.
and shit. But okay, so you think he's not a shitty father? It's
I think
it's
he's
like
a-
he
I think
has
he's a-
to do.
I think he's a shitty father, but he's a shitty father because of his circumstances.
Yeah, it's not
Like he didn't want his sons to know how to make a philosopher's stone.
Right.
He didn't even want his sons to. He should have stayed. You're right. You're right. He should have stayed.
If you don't want
But-
your sons to be alchemists, don't do alchemy around the place.
But then he's not there to tell him. Then no, that's the shitty.
He only
part.
learned
But
all
it's-
this stuff because he left all his books there. If
Right.
there was no books of alchemy, they wouldn't have got into it. It's literally like I'm reaching towards you a connection
I don't
by
know.
doing alchemist.
I don't know about that because eventually if the mother dies and they're like
The mother always said, "You're just like your father.
right,
Like you're just like your father." And he's like, "Yo, fuck him.
right, because he left. Like, fuck,
I want to do this for you, ma." Like type
Right.
shit. And then mom's gone. It's like, where's my goal in life without my mother? Type shit.
That's facts.
Father could have been like, "Yo, it's not over. Life's not over." Like
Right.
type shit. But
All right,
okay.
all right.
What else you got? Let's.
Well, let's keep it up.
I'm sorry, I didn't
Last
mean to
part
cut
is
you off and
what do
stuff.
we say? Goku.
No. We were supposed to pick.
No, he was trying to be devil's advocate.
Oh, you
No.
gonna defend Goku? Good luck, brother.
Good luck.
Good luck. That nigga's a villain, bro.
As what, a father?
I wouldn't call him a
As-
villain as a father.
I don't think
I would just say
character-
All I'm gonna say is
What
this.
type of tough love is dying and having your
Alright.
little small child to defend his mom and all this shit? Yo, he's wild, bro.
I'm just gonna
He's a
say
wild
this.
guy,
I'm
bro.
just gonna say this. I agree with you. I just don't think
One more
that
thing. And he put his son,
in harm's way.
in harm's
young
way.
son, on suicide missions. Suicide missions.
The only part about that got me fucked up.
He knew he
is
could do it.
He knew he could do it, but he didn't have to
He knew
give
he
Cell
could
the
do it.
sensu
Y'all
beam.
sound
I'm-
crazy.
Nah, bro. because
So the sense of being was an ass.
that was an
shit.
ass move.
That
Let me
was
let me
ass
say my
move.
piece. I know how you feel. I get it because
sound nuts.
I do think though that they give Goku the bad father mark a little too like hard.
Loosely?
Nah, cause like I get. You gotta remember he's also a fucking Saiyan, right? He don't know. He like compared to Vegeta.
Bro, all right.
Listen, hold on.
Let me just say one thing.
Vegeta is
That's
a better
like,
father.
you're saying it.
Vegeta is
Now,
okay.
you know,
like
someone-
he
He's
did
a
some
better-
shit
He
too.
ain't
Let's
been
say-
dying.
He's a better father now.
He never
but-
had a gap
the
between
nigga has-
Trunks and shit.
Yes, he did.
Between Trunks when he was old enough to understand.
No.
He was
When
with Trunks since he was a kid.
No, he wasn't.
It's a big difference.
No, he wasn't. No. I gotta defend this. Hang on a second. Hang on one second.
Hold on,
One
wait,
second.
wait.
Hang on. No, I gotta talk about it.
Go ahead.
When he was, when Trunks was born, he wasn't with Trunks for 2 years. He got Bulma pregnant and dipped. It wasn't until the androids came along.
When he tried to learn how to be Super Saiyan.
Yeah, he left. He fucked and left.
He didn't
Well, he's
die.
trying to get
Yes.
strong,
He
bro.
didn't die.
Goku did the same thing, nigga.
No.
He didn't die.
No.
He didn't
That's
die.
the
Not
same
saying.
thing.
He could have
Not
went.
the same.
It's not the same.
Nothing
It's
about
Oh,
that's
you're
the
right.
same.
Because one's alive and chooses not to be a father,
No.
and one's dead and can't
but
be
even
a father.
so, I spent time with
Why
my
did
son
the
when he
one
came to
die,
the future.
The one died because he got killed.
He chose
We're
to.
talking about his first death,
chose to
right?
get killed.
He chose to get killed.
Let's
yeah, to protect
let's
the
do this.
fucking
Let's do this.
Alright.
Okay, let's do this. Goku didn't have to die with Raditz.
What are you talking about?
He didn't have to die.
So
with
how are they going to beat Raditz?
bro?
How are they going to beat Raditz?
Bro.
Ty, defend this.
Well,
Defend how they going. No.
You don't
How
know.
they going to
You
defeat
don't know
Raditz?
that.
Then Ty, I gotta hear this.
I'm just saying.
He
Do
didn't have
I'll
like
wait.
instant transmission. He didn't have
I
any of
wait
these things
because
to, like, move
none of the, he
quickly
had
at
no
that
Super
point.
Saiyan, no Kaioken, no nothing. So
He
how
had-
would he?
Didn't he have
Nope.
Kaioken?
He didn't have Kaioken until he died.
Till
That's how he
Vegeta or
learned
some shit.
Kaioken.
Yeah.
So how are you gonna beat Raditz, Ty?
Okay. All
Defend
right.
yourself, brother.
Cell.
What about Cell?
He didn't have to die with Cell.
Everything else after
You're
that,
right. He didn't have to die with
bro.
Cell. That's Gohan's fault.
Gohan
Gohan should have killed Cell.
he
A
didn't
lot
have-
of people fucked up in that.
He
saga.
didn't have to leave as long as he did when it came to Frieza.
What do you mean leave?
He could have came back sooner.
This is-
He had to go get stronger, I guess.
He came back and just said, "All I learned was this."
He got stronger.
He
was
said
able-
he figured
was
out-
able to remember, he was able to turn Super Saiyan at will.
Yes.
Yeah, before he couldn't do that.
Okay.
So
But
that's a big deal.
but at the end of the day,
But at the end of the day, I'll say this: because it's never. I don't think it's ever said, but it's speculated that when he got the heart virus, I believe he got that from the planet he was staying on. I believe. I don't know if that's like canon, but when the shit he trained
Yeah.
and he came back and Trunks was like, in 3 years there's gonna be some androids and you don't make it because you got like you had a stroke and stuff like that. It's speculated that essentially
It's
he
like
got that.
preparation type shit.
No, like he got that shit. He contracted it out of like off the planet
Got it.
type shit. So
That's
that's
tough.
all I'm gonna say.
I'm
But
just
you
saying-
that he didn't have to die with Raditz is crazy.
I'm just saying, Vegeta has spent more time with Trunks than Goku did with Goten.
I don't agree with that at all. I feel like when,
Nah, I think I agree with Ty.
nah. You said Vegeta.
Because
Hold on. You said
Vegeta
Vegeta spent more time with Trunks than go on.
No, than
he said
Goku
Goten.
did with Goten.
Okay, I could say that because Goku is dead. But when Gogeta was
Why?
alive,
Why?
when Vegeta
Why
was
is the man
alive,
dead?
because he fucking sacrificed himself for himself because his other son
He
fucked up.
sacrificed himself for
You know,
Cell,
you know
he
the crazy
said.
part is,
Hang on, a
Goten
second.
ain't even
Travis.
Goten ain't Goku's kid, man.
Let's stop talking with eyes clouded by hate, okay?
I don't hate this
Yes,
man.
you do.
Can we say that? Can we say
I
that?
thought you always hated him.
Go-
No,
I don't
Goten
hate
ain't
I
him.
don't hate Goku. I don't like Goku. There's
He's
a
an
difference.
idiot.
He is an idiot.
He's a fucking idiot.
You're right.
but
I don't like
hate him.
Goku. I don't hate Goku either.
Let's just say this: Goten ain't Goku's kid. There's no fucking way that's his kid, fam.
Now you are doing some
bugging.
other shit.
Yeah, you were doing.
You
some
really
other
on some
shit.
Father's Day shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Think about it.
That's
Teach that for the
crazy.
hentai,
Look at the
bro.
time.
Teach that for the hentai, bro.
All right. Who's the next? Who's the next one?
That's pretty much it. No, I want to. I cut him off. So
Nah, fuck that shit. Don't even worry about it. Either way, this man's a fucked up individual. That's it. I don't care what y'all say.
I just say my
That's
fault.
it. He's a dirtbag, bro. Oh yeah, I'm gonna die so the rest of you can get stronger.
Stay safe,
and I'll be
everybody.
back.
All I'm saying is this.
Now you got to go on suicide.
All I'm
missions
saying
and
is
get
this.
Dragon Balls and all this
Prior
stupid
to
shit, bro.
Super, I don't want to talk about.
Okay.
We're not talking
prior
about
to,
Super.
Fair,
prior
fair.
to Super,
Mhm.
Goku. I'll have a little bit more defense for Goku. After
part-time
Super,
father.
he was a part-time father in Super because that nigga was alive and never wanted to be around his kids.
I mean, they had their own kids.
No, he was not. Goten was still a kid. Every time that nigga, he was supposed to be like a radish because Goku actually has a full-time job, right? He's a radish farmer by trade,
Yeah.
Mm.
right? But anytime that nigga find out, Vegeta training, deuces, I'm out. And it's like, Dad, you don't want to spend time? Nope, I'm out.
But remember,
Right.
Goten was out too. He wasn't hanging around.
What are you
the house.
talking about? Yes, he was. He was. They had him spending time with Chi. Anytime you see Goten, he's mostly with either Chi or Trunks at the house.
Okay.
And I say that's why I say prior to Super, I don't think Goku was that bad because yes, the nigga did die a lot, but it was one occasion he died to save his son, and the other occasion was he died to pick up his son's stupid ass slack. Because this nigga all of a sudden, like Gohan, you're a pacifist. You got in this power. Why are you doing this? Finish this job, bro.
I'm just saying it's almost like a Yujiro like standard logic where
You
it's
said
like
it's a Yujiro standard?
like I'm gonna throw you to the fucking wolves, bro. I sent you to like one of my worst enemies
No.
to train you, bro.
So by who? Who you talking about?
I sent you to Piccolo.
He didn't send him to Piccolo. Piccolo took him. He was dead, nigga.
Right.
Didn't he say
No, he was dead.
He didn't say take care of my son?
No, he didn't say take care of my son. He said,
he didn't come back to get him?
Go.
He didn't come back to get him, did he? He didn't say, "Yo, I'm back.
Y'all bugging.
I'm back."
Y'all bugging.
I'm just saying.
Y'all bugging.
couldn't
And
get
then,
back.
and then he said,
Couldn't get back.
and then he said he on Planet Name like, "Yo, Gohan, I need you to leave, bro.
Again, this man's defending this guy.
You ain't ready
bro.
for this."
I feel like y'all just hate this character.
I don't hate
Okay,
Y'all
him.
don't make this.
and I'm gonna make this the
we can
crazy.
move on though.
Yeah,
Y'all
yeah,
can-
let's-
But for devil advocate, let's just think about the scenario, and I'm gonna leave it there. What if we got Cooler instead of fucking Frieza?
I think Frieza's still better than Cooler. Cooler's to me is
I think Cooler would have violated.
I think
No,
it would have
Cooler
been
would've
it would
violated.
have been more cutthroat.
it would have been more
Oh,
cutthroat.
yeah.
It wouldn't be all the talking and
Yeah.
dialogue and all
You're
that
right,
bullshit.
but that's what it made. That's why I say I think Frieza works for his charisma. Let's be real, because Frieza is more charismatic.
Training charisma.
In terms of like a charismatic villain, like his ambiguous, maybe I'm a woman, maybe I'm not, and asexual ass motherfucker. He has. That's why he keeps coming back, because like he is like an influential villain, anime villain.
Yeah, he's one of
Cooler
those.
is. I like Cooler, but Cooler is Frieza.
Cooler is like bland.
Turned down to zero.
Yeah, it's
he
like
is so
bland.
bland, but he's serious and cutthroat. He would have got the job
He
done.
got it easy.
But I think in terms of entertainment, we would have been like,
Yeah.
nigga. And even you know what's funny? I rewatched this movie and I was kind of like, The movie was cool. Like, I like
It's just
it.
no character. But he could have killed him sooner.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
That's what pissed me
Because
off.
once Goku went Super Saiyan, it was
It's a
over.
wrap.
It was
Yeah.
a wrap.
He was
That
like,
nigga ain't touch it. He got pushed in the stomach like.
He's like, bro, get out my
And mind
face.
you, he's stronger at this point than Frieza. So it's
That shit didn't make no sense to me.
That
bro.
was like, God.
Oh,
damn.
I got one more father.
Mm.
Broly's father.
Oh yeah, he ain't shit.
Nah,
He ain't shit.
Now.
Even both
Super
both
and the
versions.
old one.
Both versions.
All for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's torture.
So,
I wanted to start with.
oh, you got a
Travis's
how to
hot
take it, right?
Yeah.
Are we going to talk about Windbreaker?
Yeah, let's do it, bro.
Okay. You want to talk about
I think I agree with Eric, bro.
What's that?
saying what?
I'm all the way caught up.
Saying what?
What'd you say when we were in the gym in terms of the actual anime itself about Windbreaker?
I think I might have said. You mean in terms of like the fighting, or like in terms of the anime?
The overall anime.
I guess I'll say my path. Well, I like Windbreaker. I actually think it's a good anime. The fights are dope.
Yes.
I just feel that Windbreaker is, in terms of
Story
is generic.
Come
Like,
on now.
it is a generic.
Come
story.
on now. Yo, bro.
Funny.
I told him this in the car. It's a high school
Nigga.
It's kids.
I had 24 hours to. I watched this whole shit because I had watched the first episode. Because I remember
right.
when you told me about the viral hits and you told me about Windbreaker at the same time. Watched the first episodes. Did not follow through.
Right.
Went back, watched Windbreaker. I'm watching this shit like, this is fucking.
How did you feel about the fights though?
Fights were fire.
Right.
Except for the one fight where homie gave it to him.
I hated.
I hated that fight.
First of
'cause
all,
was
can I
just
talk
like,
about that
the top
trope?
leaders?
No.
Yeah.
Can I talk about that trope? I do not like that trope anymore.
What?
Let
it's
me
like background.
letting the nigga that you're fighting beat your ass so you can
teach him a lesson.
teach him a lesson.
Come on now.
You know how you teach a
That
nigga a
was-
lesson?
beat his
the
ass.
fuck out of him.
Yeah.
Beat his ass.
But he was teaching, like the dude said, he's a philosopher. He was like, "Yo,
He
we
is a
have a
philosopher,
conversation
but-
when fighting." So
man.
he's a different type of person. Everybody else was just like, they had one sentence with them and just said, "I'm gonna beat your ass. Like I'm gonna prove to you, like you're not on my level yet."
Well,
bro.
that's why I was watching that shit. I was just like,
I mean, but you kind of suspected it was gonna happen like that once. Sakura fought the vice captain. And
Right.
shit. It was almost like that because the vice captain was struggling because he was like,
Yeah.
"Where did we become at this
Right.
point?" and
Right,
shit like
right,
that.
right.
But
I will say, sorry to cut you off.
No, go
I
ahead.
will say,
like I said,
I'm
it's
glad
high
you echo
school
my
shit.
sentiments because it's still good. I like it.
It's
It's
good.
nothing special.
I keep watching.
It's nothing
it for
special
sure.
in terms of story. Like you've seen this before in other anime.
But the fighting,
However, because the fighting is great.
Yeah.
However, when I remember now he's talking about the episode, that same episode you're talking about when he was fighting the vice captain. That to me was just like, this is
It wasn't
unnecessary.
It wasn't that crazy of a logic, bro.
It wasn't crazy of a logic, and this is like doesn't like because remember, even at this conclusion, it's still ambiguous as best because the kid is trying to find. Essentially, he's trying to find a purpose of living.
Yeah.
Because he's like, oh, I'm trying to be happy or something like that. He's trying to find his reason to live. And then at the end of the day, you find out friendship is the reason to live. There's many ways to, you know what I'm saying? It's like, and then even the vice cap's like,
it's
"Huh,
basic.
High school shit.
It is high school.
But that's what it is.
high school
Exactly
shit.
what it is.
Yeah,
It's high school.
That's why I give it a pass. It's like-
Delinquency.
yeah.
At its best.
That's
but it's
what I'm
also
saying,
like
yo.
honor to it where it's like we're defending this town from people and shit like that.
I am
Yeah.
glad. Because I like the concept of Windbreaker, even their motto, where it's just like, fuck around in this town and find out.
Yeah.
That's pretty much in his
It's,
motto.
it's a great type
And
of
I
thing.
like that during that fight, because I even told Ja, if the leader or the main guy, because they were the last two to fight. The main dude was supposed to fight the vice captain, and the leader was supposed to fight the captain. If those two niggas would have lost, this would have been stupid. Because by playoff standards,
Yeah.
these niggas already won.
They
They
already
are
sweeped it.
3-0. They're
Sweeped.
sweeping.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this better be a fucking sweep.
Yeah.
If I find out like, oh, even if their bullshit is like the leader just like
the
in
leader
order-
was really just playing with him, man.
Nah, that leader was. I'm not gonna lie, that little nigga dangerous.
He's dangerous,
is
but he
fast.
read him to the fullest. He was just like, "Yo, bro, like you don't have to do this. Like,
Nah,
I know life's been hard. It's a hard knock life, little nigga. Like,
Stupid.
you don't know what fighting really is."
I'm just saying, I wouldn't mind to see those two come back, which I'm sure they are gonna come back. And I already know anime logic is like,
I think they're
this
gonna
w-
deal with more people.
yeah, you know, these were primer characters. Like,
Yeah.
this is to introduce you to like, this is how you're gonna get a stronger gang.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be this like
It's
sweet.
gonna be some type of
It's gonna be
alliance.
like
But it's like that alliance only happened because of Sakura and shit.
Right.
It's like you only got to see the potential of all these people on the team, except for the Zenitsu lookalike shit or whatever.
Yeah, I feel like his time's coming though. You gonna find. I hope. I
don't think
he
so.
gets his Zenitsu moment.
I feel like he's
That's
one of those.
the dude who's just
I feel like he's a great spectator. I feel like
he can't be a spectator the whole anime. By the way,
if y'all
these
haven't watched Windbreaker, please
watch Windbreaker. And those who've watched it or read the manga, we don't want to know what happens in the manga. We want to stick to the show.
Man.
So
it's one of those.
It's one of those. Like I prefer to just stick to the show for as long as it can go. I hopefully it goes to a conclusion. But
Kaiju number 8,
bro,
still fire.
Talk about it. I didn't see the recent one.
The,
but
the latest?
Y'all can talk about it. I can't. By the way,
we don't want to ruin it for you because it was.
All I'm gonna say is,
let me just
say
say this.
It's 2:00 this morning. I was like,
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And we enjoy it. We enjoy it.
I was like, and he didn't die. Yes.
And we love it.
I'm just saying.
I love
that's
shit like
that's
that.
it. That's what but that shit.
Shit was
that Vice fucking
that captain is
that nigga's a beast.
Lethal, bro.
Oh my god, bro.
Boy, that man's a problem.
That man
he gonna be a lot of people's favorite. Like he gonna be a lot of people's favorites and a lot of girls' crush, bro. You gonna see his cosplay everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now.
I just can't wait for you to see this episode, bro.
I'm gonna watch it. I kind of was
in some type of way. You know what it reminds me of? Rengoku in the movie and shit.
Yeah.
When he was like fighting,
and
he was just showing everything,
bro.
I don't know what's going to happen,
but he didn't show everything. Still,
yeah.
I don't
remember because even during the fight, he was like,
"Damn, I should have went all out."
All right. I'm a let me do it this way.
Yeah, he was trying to figure it out.
And he's like, okay,
recreating the fight and shit.
All right.
Yeah, you got to watch this shit.
And one more thing,
like you saw the fight before,
yeah.
So just that understanding of him versus him.
So let me. Oh, so there's a rematch.
So you saw the other kaiju.
Yeah, I did see the other
him
kaiju.
versus him.
Oh.
So it's like, fuck everybody else. It's me and you.
Yeah.
And this one is built different, bro.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
This nigga's cold with it. So it's like,
okay.
But it's just a good fight, but it's getting worse. It's getting worse.
Is the evasion starting?
No. It's just like what he can do. He's playing with this kid.
Yeah.
He's playing with him, and it's not funny at all. It's fucked up.
At all. I'm just like, damn.
Like, it's like I'm trying to end the fucking world. Right. I'm trying to kill all of you, and I planned all of this shit to do it. Like, I just can't wait till you watch it, bro.
You gotta catch up.
I got you.
But that shit was fire.
I want to give my reviews
on
Kengan versus Baki.
Okay.
Oh yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
7 out of 10.
7. That's not bad. You made it seem like it was like a 6 that when we was talking about it.
The
like
fact,
a 5 or 6.
The fact that I got to see.
Hold on. Would you rewatch it?
No.
That might be 6 on.
But here's the thing: I wouldn't rewatch Baki either. I'm not to say Baki's bad.
Yeah.
But I feel like once I've watched the episode,
you watch, okay,
I have no. Yeah.
Okay, so let's give it a 6. I'm gonna tell you this. The movie made me fully realize this, and I told you guys this before. Baki ain't nothing without narration, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I mean,
this one,
he's just brawling.
Had no narration.
Yeah.
It had Kengan and Baki characters speaking during the fights.
That's interesting. You don't really see that.
That conversations type shit. You see certain rivalries going between certain people and stuff like that. It went too quick. I get it's a movie.
Fight?
The fights went too quick.
Yeah, you said that too.
The animations, it was a.
They try to combine the.
They try to combine animations. Personally, I would have rather they stick to.
Would you say they combine or they
not combine, but they try to find like a middle ground.
Got it.
No 3D, but no Baki like. Let's just say like 2K version.
Yeah.
It was more like I'm gonna give you a dampened 2K version of how Baki usually looks.
Got it.
In order to fit Kengan warriors and stuff into it.
Got it.
The fights, yes, too quick.
Right.
They rushed those fights.
Were they at least good fights?
It was decent enough. Damn. I've seen better fights on Baki alone.
I was gonna say,
bro.
if you were to compare the fights to what you see on Windbreaker or even Kaiju.
I think it's a whole different category because these are street fights. These are like underground fights.
Then compared to Baki itself.
Well, compared to the Baki itself, then.
To Baki itself, way
and
better.
Kengan himself.
Baki had
Well,
way better.
you didn't watch Kingen, right?
I did.
You did. Did you see Kingen?
Nah.
That I think you should watch.
Okay.
I felt like
give it's out of the 3D because not sorry to cut you off. I feel like Kingen to me story wise is the better show.
Okay.
I'm still reading the manga.
Better than Baki.
Yes.
All right.
By 1,000%. I like Baki, but Kingen
I think
in
it
terms
has
of
like
story,
a drive. It has like,
a
Kingen has like a
way
dark
better-
organization type story.
Yeah,
to
this is like
where-
deeper roots than just fighting.
where
There's
people
like a
just
whole-
on Baki fight just to fight.
Yeah.
Type shit. So I get it. But I would think if you cut out all the backstories and all the conversations in Kengan,
Mhm.
that's how quick the fights were in this movie. Like you get like 2-3 minutes of one person fighting. And you got some good fighters here. Like you got Hanayama fighting.
Right.
You got Jack Hama fighting. And then you rush into Baki fighting and stuff.
That's crazy.
You did a build up in the beginning to say, I see you across the street and it's an earthquake happening. And then when the fight starts, it's like, I'm sorry, bro, to tell you this, but Baki could beat this nigga.
No, I know this.
Easily.
I know this.
No matter what
That's
Kengan
why
does.
I know this.
He can beat him.
He can beat them.
He can
like,
definitely beat
it's well known that like, and I like his name is Oma.
Yeah.
I love Oma. I like his character, but it's always been said in debates, who would win between Baki and Oma? 1,000% Baki. Baki's broken, bro.
Baki
in
is
a street
different.
fight, Baki's just that nigga just should be a Tekken 8 character.
I just think
They need to
Baki
just
has
put
a
him in
better
Tekken.
character. I
They
think
need to make
Baki
him a
has
guest
also like a
character.
better character
Okay.
than Oma.
I disagree with that.
I feel like Oma is a focused fighter. I don't think he has much like a.
I will say, I will
It
say,
could be just how old they are. It could be that too.
actually, that's a good point. I don't know how old Oma really
Baki's like only 18.
18. I feel
Oma
like-
is probably about in his 20s or
Yeah, I think
30s or some shit.
I think he's older. No, he's not 30, but he's
But not,
definitely in
but
his
just
20s.
close enough.
I will say this though. I feel like Oma. I don't want to spoil nothing. Oma does grow a personality due time, but
Okay.
yeah, I you know what? I'll rescind my statement. I think in terms of Baki's character, I do think Baki has better character at this moment.
Mhm.
But Oma, maybe because like I said, I read it, and over time you get to see the growth of
Mhm.
Oma. But yeah, I'll give it to
'Cause
you.
you
But
know-
that's a shame because that's a fight everybody wanted to see, and you only did it for like 2-3 minutes.
Well, that one was interrupted. I don't want to ruin it for you.
I know. I figured that was going to happen because
Yeah.
I knew there was not going to be a
You want to
definitive
guess
winner.
who interrupted it?
I'm assuming Yujiro or
Okay, so you think Yujiro, but who on his side interrupted?
I'm really trying to grasp that. Was it the old man?
The dude with the full wolf beard shit.
Oh, Kurosaki.
It's like
Kurosaki.
Gensei or some
Gensei
shit.
Kuroski or something
Yeah,
like that.
something like
He nasty too though.
Yeah,
He's currently one of the strongest fighters in that series.
yeah.
Yeah, he's no joke. He by himself, I would say, would not necessarily beat Yujiro. He wouldn't beat Yujiro.
But they
it would
both
be-
was like,
they
they
would
both
be,
was like, yo, I heard about you, bro.
you
I heard about you
nasty,
too.
right, yeah.
And it was just like,
we'll break the planet if we fight.
but they was like,
he's one of them
it was so messed up because it's like, both sides tried to stop them,
yeah.
and they got fucked up.
They got fucked up
so
yeah.
quick. It was just like, it was like they left with bruises, but not from them,
From
from
their front.
from the other
Oh,
side. And he's just
man.
like, oh, this.
And
is
I knew it was
getting
gonna be
interesting.
like an interruption type shit.
I
That's a
hate
shame.
that.
Cause you know why? Cause you don't want to make cause I know you got a divided fan.
It's not a
base.
one
Yeah.
done. It's not a one and done type
and
of
it's
shit.
not a one and
Yeah.
done.
So there's gonna be a number two.
Yeah, because the
Jesus.
underground master was like, yo, like, why the fuck are you guys here? I was gonna set it up for the next tournament,
Oh, okay,
but now
gotcha.
you fucked it up. So it's
Gotcha.
like, what the fuck are you doing? And
Yeah.
then it's like they already played out other fighters.
Mhm.
Like Biscuit got his person and shit like that. I think there's somebody else for that Justice dude on Kingen.
Yeah,
with
that
the pointy hair.
Yeah,
I think because he saw the prisoners
yeah.
outside or some shit like that.
He's nasty too. I'm
So,
not gonna lie.
I think it's a buildup. But personally, me,
Last question I was gonna ask you, in terms of because I'm sure it had nothing to do with anything of Baki's current lore, right? So like it didn't tie.
it didn't
into,
seem like it. No,
yeah, it was like his own.
it's just
outside
Baki
story.
being Baki, fam. Like everybody knows Baki's like the fucking man
Yeah, right.
type shit, and this is what's gonna happen.
All right.
Gotcha.
It's like, yo, bro, like you about to fight this nigga.
I do hope they do better because I do want. I was looking forward to it, and
I don't think
see-
the animation is gonna change personally.
I just hope the fights are more because it sounds like the fights were okay, but not. It ain't. Like,
It was
like
more
the word
fun
saying.
because they
Okay.
don't know each other.
Right.
It's like, yo, I heard about you, and I didn't hear about you, but let's fight.
Like one character, right? The Leith Way guy that headbutts people, the Burning Hammer kind of guy.
The one that has the
The one that
spiky hair?
yells. The one that yells a lot.
Yeah, Hanayama
He-
fucked him up, bro.
Right, but that's his thing. Like I like him, but he does not win a lot. And even in the story,
He was good.
I wish that that's the thing.
He was good. His skull was it was like that
yeah.
was his best trait was the fact that his head was so
he
tough.
does lethal way, which
But
is
he lost.
they headbutt. Like it's
Yeah.
Muay Thai on crack.
Mm.
And
Hanayama was just like, oh,
I wish they would have put God, what's his name? His rival, who is just like nasty with the hands. He's like stone faced all. He kind of reminds me of you. Like stone face, not say it's like when we first met you.
Yeah.
Stone face. I'm here just for the action. I don't want to talk. But he's like nasty, known as the God of War in the anime.
but there is a backstory to it though, that Orochi fought his father.
Oh,
Orochi got
so
invited.
they kind of tie in.
They
With,
say Orochi got invited to the King tournament
Oh.
once. It
Mm.
was like a long time ago and stuff like that. So it doesn't. They know about each other, but they don't usually invite other people to their shit.
that's a nice little. All
So,
right.
I mean, why not invite Baki over there, real quick?
I would love to see Baki in.
But then that's the
but
case.
He washed a lot of people.
Yeah.
That's
But you know who I want him to fight? The assassin, because he got his ass whipped too.
The assassin that does the lightning, I think.
No,
What's
the
that?
one that does the same thing that Oma does, the one with the teeth.
Oh, Ryan.
I forgot his name, but
He got like no eye, no pupils and shit.
yeah,
Ryan.
Jack whipped his ass too.
Jack beat Ryan.
Jack. Well, in some cases, Pickle interrupted too in that shit
Pickle
as
there,
well.
too. God damn.
Pickle
I'm
just
gonna
don't
watch
fucking
this.
listen, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, definitely watch that.
Good review.
Hayaku
Yeah.
movie.
You did see the Hayako movie.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
That's the movie with the volleyball.
It's the volleyball shit.
Oh,
And the
okay.
volleyball.
Definitely
Got it.
great. It definitely. I know it kind of I don't know if you watched it.
Oh, the movie?
No, the show itself.
I saw a bit of it. I know the concept. I'm sorry. I didn't watch it. Watch it.
Okay, so the show. Remember the Bland kid that he like,
Yeah. I know.
the one with the yellow hair.
Yes.
In some type of way, I'm gonna give this movie a great for sports reasons.
Mm.
Okay.
8, 9 out of 10.
Okay. Wow.
It's not hard to do a sports movie. It's a tournament. We have to get to the top. This is like they call it a dumpster battle because their logos is a crow and a cat type shit.
Got you.
So in the beginning they show like a crow standing at a cat
right.
in a dumpster, and you see those two as symbols.
Yeah. 'cause the crow
So
is for
the
cat.
kid is bland. He doesn't care about volleyball. He only did it because his friend made him do it, but he's actually great at it, but he doesn't like put his best effort into it.
Mm.
The kid with the orange hair, he makes him want to play. Like he makes him want to have fun. So in the tournament, it's basically like he grows. He's like, yo, I'm having fun. Like, I want to stop you because you're my inspiration for this. Like, you make me want to enjoy this. You make me want to sweat. You make me want to, because he doesn't have stamina. As a setter, you don't really have to have stamina.
Yeah.
He doesn't care about that. He's more like logical, like, I know how to get this and this and this done. But with him there, it's like, I throw a curveball in your whole shit. So it's like, it's literally like a bunch of rivalry in it, shit like that.
Alright,
But it was definitely a good match. Great
Okay.
match. I know my girl was asleep. I didn't expect her to really go, but she was just there, and I'm just like, she's sleeping. I was like, all right, bro. I'm cool with this. Like, I'll just watch my shit.
I feel you.
Alright.
Speaking of sports, Hajime no Ippo is now on Netflix.
Yes.
Watch that shit.
Definitely watch that
Is
shit.
The,
this
the
boxing?
boxing anime. What's it? I got stuck between basketball and boxing. The boxing
Definitely.
anime.
Got
The
it.
one I got mad at for Thai watching at the gym when I told him about it years ago.
Got it.
And he said,
Okay.
You never talked to me
It's
about
okay.
this,
All
but
right.
he watched it.
You said it's on Netflix?
It's
Yeah,
on
it's on
Netflix.
Netflix.
now.
Netflix is adding a lot of anime shit, just to let
Yeah.
y'all know.
So
Ippo,
yeah, they actually quite a bit.
it's quite a bit. I can't remember off the top of my
It's
head.
so much.
It's a
so
lot
much.
of new shit that Hell's Paradise is on Netflix.
Yeah, it's on
It's on
Netflix.
Netflix.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's a couple other things I just can't really remember.
That's crazy.
but tap in.
Tap in.
Facts.
So we're gonna continue our last segment, and it is unfortunately called the fall off. So
This has nothing to do with J. Cole.
no, it has nothing to do. Actually, J. Cole is winning, so that nigga he won.
I don't
He
know about
won.
that, but we'll,
What? We'll talk. Well, that's got to be talk.
that's
We
another time.
gonna have to talk about it another time. I have so much to say. We stick in the anime. Stick in the anime. You stupid.
That's my shit.
But we're gonna call it the fall off because these are animes, one specifically that we have collectively watched and you have unanimously agreed that it had a great start, and then it just dropped like the stock.
Mm.
And of course,
Ninja
that
Kumai.
anime is Ninja Kumai.
Mhm.
Damn.
Yeah, so let's talk about
Don't
it. Let's
come
talk
back.
about it.
Don't come back.
I gotta go.
Maybe I should go first, real quick.
I mean, you can
Get
say it
my
all
shit
for us.
over.
We kind of agree on everything.
All right, y'all can please interrupt me, but again, great start, simple story, right? Simple revenge story of a. Go ahead.
You said interrupt you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go for it.
The first 2 episodes of the show is so amazing.
It's so amazing, right? It's very amazing, right? And let me
I'm gonna give
extrapolate.
it 4.
4 episodes?
No.
No, the first 4 episodes?
or 4 out of 10.
4 episodes.
The first 4?
No, the first.
When he fight inside the restaurant in the Chinese
That's the
spot.
first 2 episodes.
Nah, that's like
That's
4. That's
4.
like episode 3 and 4, I believe.
Yeah, it is.
Because the first episode, I believe,
The
is
first
remember-
episode was they came to
Yeah,
the
they came to the
crib.
crib.
Wasn't the second one he was in the spot
Hospital.
with the detective?
He was in the hospital.
Oh yeah, true. Okay.
Yeah, he was.
And
in
then
the
he got
hospital.
out the hospital.
Then the third, because remember
Yeah, alright.
yeah.
So maybe it's the first 3?
Yeah, about
4.
3 or 4.
3 or
Yeah.
4.
He could think it was the 3. Okay, so let's extrapolate it real quick. We won't be too long. So again, simple revenge story of a man who was a former assassin.
That wasn't a simple revenge.
It is
story.
simple revenge. Like it's simple in the sense like
I mean,
no, it's simple in the sense like there's nothing new. Like it's a revenge story.
yeah, they
Alright.
basically
About-
just see it's
It's
about
his
revenge.
revenge. you
It's
mean.
his revenge.
All right, got you.
story.
Yeah,
But
that's
it's
fine.
like-
He
it
is-
was-
the woman he loved got killed by the organization.
I mean,
he worked
everything
for.
was coming.
Kill Bill. Like you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like that
yeah,
type
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
But
They didn't kill
It-
Bill though.
nah, they didn't kill Bill, but they killed the girl. Anyways,
And his
And the
son.
kid.
and his kid. So this man was on demon time.
Somebody
And-
had to go.
Yeah, somebody
Facts.
had to go. He had the face alteration. It kind of, like I said, that whole concept of living a different face and it was a cool concept. Even down to the point with the nanomachine ninjas. We watched that and we like where this shit is going. Because we're talking about ninjas, assassin, hardcore action, nanomachines. I would have felt like I was watching a anime of like Ninja Gaiden. If you're not familiar with Ninja Gaiden, it is a video game
Yeah,
with
yeah.
like a super ninja
I got you.
just
Mm.
killing everybody.
Got you.
Man is like Naruto on crack. You know what I'm saying? It was like that. But then
We get
we get to episode who gives a fuck?
5 or 6.
It gets to the point where now we gotta bust out suits.
Yeah.
The story is getting way more complicated than it needs to be.
Yeah.
Because we're going from
rushed.
the past. That's what it is.
Mm,
It was
rushed too.
rushed. Because we're going from the past, his past, to now we're going to the present and future. Which extrapolation on that, his past is he was part of this organization with his wife, who was also a ninja, and his best friend, who's also a ninja, right? They live by this creed that you're not allowed to essentially fall in love, breed
Emotions.
amongst really anybody.
Yeah, you can't have a
You
family.
can't have a family.
Yeah.
Your life is dedicated to the code.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody breaks the code. If you break the code, you died. So he ran away with his girl because they fell in love and he got her pregnant. Right? Like I said, I fucks with that concept of the past of the story. Where it falls off is the execution of the present, because now he is basically getting revenge for the murder of his girl. But there's also layers to it. You got this detective, and I like the detective guy, but he's trying to basically expose this organization who's pretty much like Apple at this point, or Disney.
On his time of
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
retirement.
Or time of retirement. Then his partner is actually revealed to also
Be a
be
ninja.
a ninja
Who saved his
who saved his life.
Yeah.
But her original mission was to, I believe, I don't know if it was to assassinate. I see that that's the point of the
I
story.
don't know if she had a mission.
I don't know what. I think she was just.
I think she was just one of those people who infiltrated into
Yeah.
the society,
Right.
in order to get information.
But their relationship was cool.
Mhm.
Where it fell off is, again, we thought the concept of nano ninjas with that action in the beginning,
the basic suits were fine.
the basic suit was fine.
But
They
the
got this super.
nanomachines?
It became from ninjas to Gundam.
Yeah.
And I have no problem with
Yeah.
Gundam, but if I want Gundam, I'm gonna watch Gundam.
Fucking Zoids and shit.
and Zoids and shit.
Yeah.
And that's it became just like, oh, my suit's powering down and all this other stuff. And you had various type of different suits. You had my man with the Scottie Pippen or the fucking
Yeah,
the
the high
Kid in
high
Play.
top, the kid in
Yeah.
play. He had the
DJ, right?
Yeah.
DJ.
Yeah.
You even see him his opening. He was getting a trim, a fresh cut. Talking about, I like my praise.
I liked him, but I wish he just didn't have the suit.
His death was stupid, and his suit was stupid. The suits was
He
dumb.
was honorable, but
He was honorable.
But his suit was stupid.
Even the way the girl died was dumb. It just really went off
She didn't
the
have
rail.
to die, bro.
And
Yeah,
then
she didn't have to die.
That's what it makes sense. If you could save me, why you couldn't save yourself?
that's what I'm saying.
Again, it was rushed.
Yeah.
Like,
At the end of the day,
what?
That's something
Travis-
you do in season 2 if it was good.
yeah. That lets
Unfortunately-
me believe that either they were rushed or they didn't believe
I just
that
think
this
you
was
should have
just going
split
to
it.
be.
Bro,
going
if
for.
it was anything like the first 4 episodes, this would have
Because
been
those,
classic
I was gonna say
material.
those first 4 episodes seemed like it was planned. Like they had something in, like this is gonna
I
be.
just think
a-
they
And then
threw it all
after
over
that,
the
it
place.
just I don't.
It was
know.
like, hey, we're going to throw in nano machines. He can't win this easily.
Right.
Fuck all that.
And
But
then
mind you, he gets the machines and it's the same shit.
it's
Same
the
shit.
same shit, but red, because the main character always got to have red. And speaking of which, I always tell these guys, we of course got to have the Naruto and Sasuke fight where you got the nigga in red versus
man.
the nigga in blue, who are best friends in the past.
I mean, it was
so
the beginning of that fight was stupid.
that was probably the
but
best.
once it broke,
Once the armor came off,
It was a wrap.
lit.
It was lit.
it was definitely.
It was
And they
lit.
should have
They should've
ran
started
with
with that.
And you know what's funny? I thought that was the beginning of the end for the armors. But then there was one more episode after that where he fought the main leader of the Ninja Corps. And he had armor. And
But-
not just any armor.
He had the best.
He had the best armor that looked similar to the main guy, but was yellow or gold or some shit.
gold.
Mind
So-
you, his death came quicker than anybody's.
Yo.
You thought this was my only secret art? Here's more.
And that's what's crazy.
Here's
They
more.
got
Shit was
all these
stupid,
secret
bro.
arts and techniques, and they never use it with the armor.
'Cause
It's
it's
when they
stupid-ass
outside
armor,
the
bro.
armor.
Yeah.
And it's cool. I like the secret arts. It's like, like the winds traveling through the
I like the
breeze of
mystery.
Japan.
I like the
coming
mystery.
through. Like
The
I
mystery
summoned,
made sense
like,
to
you know
me.
what I'm saying?
That shit is stupid.
The mystery of what your secret art is.
Yeah, but
made
notice
sense to
how
me.
they never use it unless they were out of that fucking armor.
You have to.
But that's the problem. Why would you have a
But I'm not gonna
Why
lie to you.
would
I
you-
thought
shit's stupid,
That's so dumb. I like the ninja art.
but you also have to think about this. The people that were hired
Mhm.
weren't ninjas in those nano suits. The black dude wasn't
That's
a
fair.
ninja. That little pervy dude was not a fucking ninja.
You're right.
Only people was
I
like-
wouldn't mind if people like them
Yeah.
still had the armor or even nano.
because they
tech.
can't fight.
They can't fight,
They get
and their
fucked up.
gimmick is like I like the cyber ninja stack, and that's what I thought we were getting with
Hate
the
that
cyber.
yeah, the
No, like when I say
How
cyber,
the
not the
beginning?
suits. I mean like I'm trying to think of a good like cyber ninjas. Like they're ninjas, but they're like mechanical.
have-
or they have
Yeah,
their
yeah,
hands
yeah,
tools
yeah.
and shit.
Tools and shit.
Yeah, okay.
Not Gundams.
No, I got
know
you. I
what I'm
got
saying?
you.
But I don't mind if some of them had Gundams, like the pervy dude or
Yeah.
whatever.
Mhm.
But all of them did.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying. Even
The whole world full of
You
nano
know how
suits.
fire it would have been for him to be a super ninja with no armor, fighting all these niggas
with armor.
That's what
I
I,
thought
was
that's what they were
hoping.
going for. But the moment they were like, nah, this nigga is washed because he fought the armors and got his ass kicked.
I'm like, yo, bro, you could fuck them up. Let's go.
Right.
Facts, come on.
Just put your hands up, bro.
And then when you see them fight his best friend and do all this extra shit, I was like,
bro, what are we doing?
really?
Right.
Like,
And once they took off the armor, just went straight hands. It got
emotional.
tremendously
Man.
better.
It got emotional.
You know what I'm saying?
Just like you was supposed to be here.
Right.
You said you'd never leave me, Mufasa.
nah, you should
You said you always be there for me.
You always be there for me.
That's not. So at the end of the day, and shout out to the brawler chick. She's I wish she did more.
The black girl?
The black girl. That
Yeah,
shit
she was on her
nasty.
shit.
She was on her
And
shit.
she ain't need no fucking suit.
Right, she didn't need no suit.
No suit.
She
was-
required.
She was
This
6'8",
the
weighed.
show fucking contradict itself
And
the
that's
entire time.
And
bro.
at the end of the day, Travis makes an excellent point again. It's a contradiction to itself. I don't know whether it was rushed or they ran out of ideas. But at the end of the day, if I were to personally rate it, because of those first few episodes, but the fall off, no, you are being
You're bugging.
hella generous.
You're
Hell
bugging.
no, nigga.
7 is a rewatch.
7 is a reach. That's a rewatch
to
and
me,
a half.
7 is a rewatch because that's a 70.
Okay.
It is not a 7.
Okay.
That's not a 70.
I am blessing
5.
it with a 5.
Yeah.
That is a 5.
I too.
I don't think it's a 4.
5.
I don't think it's
I
a
give
6.
It a 5 as well.
Animation was still good.
Animation
Aside
was
from the
good.
nanotech shit.
7 is
Certain
crazy.
parts of the story was good.
Yeah, it had like a good plot. to it.
Execution was poor.
Yeah.
Very
execution.
poor.
Okay, so another downfall.
So we wanted to bring up a few more downfall animes that have you.
How much more time? Okay.
Got you. We want to.
So we'll just go quick.
We'll go quick with the shit. We want to ask: is there another anime besides Ninja Kumai have you watched, whether in the past or not, or recently that you whether not in the
yeah.
I
mean, I initially really started talking to y'all about this whole anime shit because of fucking Tokyo Ghoul. That shit broke my heart.
Yeah.
That
season
first
1,
season, I was like,
fire.
I said, put it in my veins.
You know what's funny? I was spared from it. I was forewarned that only watch
I think
season
I told
1.
you,
bro.
No, I didn't tell you.
No, I don't think so,
bro.
We met around that time, but I was.
I was watching that shit
season
faithfully.
1 was classic
Even with
material.
second season, I was watching it.
And then I put on season 2. I was like, what am I watching? What is this?
And this is the thing. This is about season 2. I watched it just to try to get a good feel of it, but it was so
like couldn't be that bad, right?
It was like Men in Black shit, bro. Like I just literally made you watch.
That's a comparison.
I literally made you watch such a great first season of trials and tribulations and tragedy to just flash you to make everything peaceful.
Yeah.
Utopia.
That's true.
Ghouls still exist,
but it's like a.
but they're soldiers now for us.
I believe he gets blackmailed now. And
No. He gets whitewashed in order to be the leader of a new generation of ghouls.
Yeah, I'm cool.
So I walk by a coffee shop with my ex-girl, and she's like, "Hey, how you doing?" "I'm fine. Nice to meet you."
Oh no.
Type shit. And then it gets weirder when there's a big conflict where he sort of remembers his life, and then they just throw in a big ass villain where all the ghouls have to work together and shit. They fall in love again and stuff.
Oh,
it all ends with him having 4 kids with her, and I'm just like,
wow.
What type of Gohan shit is this?
I've never
like
seen
the way
that.
God of
so
High
happy.
School went crazy with that whole main villain shit. That's how it happened in
I'm
second
very
season.
happy I didn't finish
It went
watching that second season.
basic.
I'm glad I
can't
never
do it.
started.
It went basic to like new generation shit till they found a random villain where everybody had to work together. The soldiers and the people in the coffee shop who's underground ghouls and shit.
Power
Let's
friendship,
work
man.
together. And then they're saying like he's the chosen ghoul and shit. And he
they
could stop them with me and her together.
They went from
Where
Matrix to
like,
to
I'm dead
Men in
ass.
Black.
It was literally like when they got together. They was literally like when they got together. It was like they're the one. They're the chosen ghouls. They can stop all this. You just have to support them, and they'll win. We're all. And I'm just like,
I'm learning about this the first time. I'm so glad I never watched it.
I'm telling you, bro, it's fucking crazy. Like it's fucking crazy.
Yep.
He didn't even look the same. He looked like a bitch made.
They
Yeah,
completely.
I
changed
did
it.
at least say that, and that's kind of like, oh, that confirms it.
Well, what y'all got for?
All right, you want me to go? Or you?
Let me just go with mine because you know mine's is quick. I don't think y'all both ever watched it. Promised Neverland could kiss my fucking ass.
Again, another one I have heard was I've seen Promise Neverland the first season. It was dope, but again was warned. Might have been by you. I'm not too sure. It was. I feel like it was.
I think I told you.
You might have told.
I might have had a conversation about it with
that
you.
the second season. Don't bother.
So the premise: orphan kids, being taken care of a so-called mother and shit. There's no outside world to them. They are basically stuck
They just
in this. Let's just assume
realm.
this dome realm type
domain.
shit. Yeah. If they ever get picked
to go outside
for another parent, they say you got adopted. These kids disappear.
Right. And
after they're adopted.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there are a lot of smart kids here. There's one who's like the oldest. She's a girl and whatever. She's very smart. She also got like probably 2 other friends that's really smart too. Some point they get curious. They end up going to see where the kid goes. Ends up the mother takes them to this limo with this creepy ass fucking monster.
Nah, come on now.
Kidnaps them. Essentially, these kidnappers
eat to eat
these kids,
these children. Yeah,
they're it's basically like
so they're breeding
Vampire Den type shit.
Yeah,
like here's our
women are
storage.
breeding children to get eaten.
Just to kill them type shit. I don't know the breeding part. I don't know how they came to.
No, when I meant breeding, I mean like
you're raising the kids.
Yeah,
they're
basically raising them to kill them. I don't know how they chose them. I think it was maybe if they got sick or something or whatever. I don't know how it was.
It was something like that.
Something
like if they,
like hey. You getting chosen? You've been here the longest, or some shit. Like it's always
because even the monster's like, oh yeah, I want that.
Yeah, I want that one. Like it's like a
right.
pickup. It's like Get Out. Like I pick you.
which is crazy, by the way. No Diddy, Drake, whatever. But
So-
Yeah.
that's crazy.
So the
by way.
whole first season is basically like them trying to figure out how to leave this place
Got it.
without getting away from the mother. The mother looks like a mother until they try to get out, and she's this whole fucking big ass
Terminator.
demon shit.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So it's just like, what the fuck? Second
So
season
talk about second
is
season.
then basically them just alone in the fucking world trying to go to find some haven, but
No one's chasing them.
they're
just
looking for
free,
them.
but
But
not
you just
really.
see how fucked up the back world is to say, like, there's a bunch of demons that want you
Mhm.
to eat you alive. type
Got
shit.
it.
And it's just like, okay,
Mm,
sure, whatever.
Damn.
It just doesn't have no value to it.
Mhm.
Plot start is it's a mystery. Let's just say that. If they would have told me from the first episode, this is what happens, I'm probably like, all right, I'm done. Like,
Got it.
it's just that simple.
Got it. Got it.
But
Okay.
I don't got no
All right, mine's I'll make mine's quick. My fall off, with no surprise, is 7 Deadly Sins.
Mm.
That is
we're
an
not doing
anime.
this.
Yeah, we're doing it.
We're not doing this.
it. I feel like
We're not doing this.
Ty has been waving
He
this
chose
flag.
now.
Sounds like violence.
He
Ta-
chose now to
Ty,
do this shit.
Ty,
I mean, you asked him.
Ty raised this flag for this anime, but I feel like he's like flowering a dead plant at this
Damn.
point.
Okay, I'll say this. I'll say this to
Finish my
you.
synopsis. Let me finish my synopsis, and I'll let you get your shit off because we are pressed for time.
Flowering a dead
All right, so the concept, it to me, it is flowering a dead plant. 7 Deadly Sins is a plant that was beautiful that has died because of poor treatment, because of bad animation, and I don't want to put that through. I don't want to put that on the developers or anything like that. I know they work hard, but something got to give, bro, because this was not it. Charlemagne, that ain't it, y'all. This ain't it. And when it came down to the story, when it comes to story, here's how I look at story. I'm gonna just give you a basic imagine. All right, here I'm gonna give you a synopsis. Not 7 Deadly Sins, but this is how I look at story. Imagine there's 2 people, you, and you're on a log in a river, and you guys are on that log and you're fighting. You know what I'm saying? Now, the one who basically the whole concept is whoever loses and falls in the water loses.
Okay.
Hooray, the winner wins. Now, that's the story to me, right? Now, there could be like I said, layers to the story. The log could go off a waterfall. You got to fight to stay on. You find out that like your mom used to live on this log. I don't care, right?
Okay.
Where you lose me when it comes to story is where eventually, let's say again, you take that same concept as you and Ty, and you're on this log. You punch Ty in the water. He goes in the water. Where you lose me in story is when Ty in the water comes back up, bursts into fire, becomes a god, transforms into a woman, then goes back and down to the water, and then comes back on a log.
In
Turns
some
out
way-
he was
in
the
some
log
way
the whole
he's
time.
throwing-
He was the law.
Like the whole time. You see, the story gets
He's
out.
literally throwing in some of the shit to you right now. And it's crazy.
Hey, listen.
The story starts to not make sense because now you're just like that same concept as you and Ty, and you're on this log. You punch Ty in the water, he goes in the water. Where you lose me in story is when Ty in the water comes back up, bursts into fire, becomes a god, transforms into a woman, then goes back and down to the water, and then comes back on a log.
In
Turns
some
out
way-
he was
in
the
some
log
way
the whole
he's
time.
throwing-
He was the law.
Like the whole time. You see, the story gets
He's
out.
literally throwing in some of the shit to you right now. And it's crazy.
Hey, listen.
The story starts to not make sense because now you're just throwing shit on the wall and just like let's just keep this shit going for the sake of like putting out content, but now you lost me on the story. You've left the linear path, and I'm not saying leaving the linear path is bad, but you got too much going on with no explanation, and then you'll claim like, oh no, we built this up with King Arthur. Remember that time where he had that weird ass cat? Yeah, wasn't that cat weird? Where it turns out he was a demon. And
He's still throwing
you
the
know what I'm
story at
saying?
you right now. It's fucking
And
crazy.
King Arthur, he lost those times, but now he's a beast this time. It becomes like, to me, I'm no longer interested. Then on top of that, I'm sorry, it is low-hanging fruit. The animation quality is terrible. There's no defense to it. There's no justification to it. It has been meme to death. Meme to death.
I
You
feel
feel me?
deeply about this.
And that's all. And I'm gonna finish it with this. I feel like if I did give it a chance, I might could salvage something, but that is a very, very hard ask for me. It is very hard to ask me to go back to a plant that has died.
Okay.
And that's all I'm gonna say.
You done?
Fuck Jay-Z.
Go ahead, do your defend your plant, bro. Defend your tree.
Damn.
For what it's worth,
How you
the
come
first
back?
season was crazy.
Yes, the first season was good.
First season was crazy.
Okay.
And we get to that second
Animation was good. Let's
Good,
not
yeah.
do this.
Concept was good. It had a
Concept
great concept.
First
good.
season, hands down, fire.
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 Okay.
Second season
That's
was
where they lost
still no. Second season, I'm trying to remember what actually happened.
I'm
in the
trying to
second
remember
season.
too.
The Ten Commandments. The second season.
Yes, and that's the Ten
That-
Commandments.
that was
The Ten
that was
Commandments
fire.
good. Yes, it was good.
Second season was fire.
All the
I
way
feel like
through.
There's like two parts to the Ten
I
Commandments.
give it a 7 out of 10.
So let's say the second course of Ten Commandments was dragged a little. I'll
Got
give
it.
you that one.
Okay.
It was a drag because it was more to the story that they just pushed and shit like that.
Okay.
Third season, same shit. It was pushed. Too much extra shit. Just like the cat situation. That was pushed. Too much extra shit. I feel like you could have summarized some of these things and brought out everything that was supposed to happen.
Got it.
They just made it longer for some reason, just because maybe the manga is very, very long and it's still going and stuff like that. As far as I thought, Devin's Sins didn't really fall off. I just thought they just dragged it too much. I wouldn't call it a fall off for me, but
That's fair enough.
just a drag too much. Like you just put too much effort or storyline into it to make it what it is, but it doesn't have to do that.
Got it.
Action alone on that show is really good.
It was good. I stand by it was good because you go back to that first season and the action was really good. And then again,
I would definitely encourage you to watch the first season.
Okay.
And the
yeah,
second
first
season.
season, second season, second season. If second season was
You
good.
gotta see
Third
Espinal.
season if you want to see a car crash, bro. Because you're gonna see it. You're gonna
not good
see
with that
like
stuff.
I don't even know if
go-
you count it as a third season. That's the thing. It never said third season. It always said the second season.
but it does
Was that
continue.
Like,
but
was it like a movie or some shit? Or
there was a movie, but again, by that point, I just lost interest in the anime as a whole.
yeah,
And that's the problem where you gotta. It's very and we'll
what
cut
they
it.
fucked up is YouTube showed all the episodes
in a row.
in a
Just
row. Like so, when the first season came out, it was done. YouTube started showing the second season. So every week you getting the second season, and this is YouTube.
I
So
don't think
anime is trash.
I don't think that's that was the entire problem, but I do. see
But
your
but
point.
in some cases, it's like we saw it on YouTube every. Remember, I told you every week.
yeah,
This lack of animation came out on YouTube and stuff like that, and then
and it got really.
and then it came out on Netflix. And
But,
it's like, we already saw this shit.
regardless if it came out on YouTube first or not, the animation was still trash. It's just the fact that it came out on YouTube, it became very memeable.
I just would have
early.
to disagree with the downfall of it.
I think you can disagree because I know you like the show, and I don't want you to.
Not even that. Like if I was to be a hard critic about it, the show just did too much. It had great potential. It just did too much.
It did. I still don't know what's going on with Leonidas. I don't want to know. Like when you listen to Leonidas.
Meliodas.
Thank you. See, that's how I just don't fucking fuck with the show no more. And
that's about it.
And that's about it, guys.
For today.
Yep.
So thank you for watching Sub versus Dub. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you have your inputs. Make sure to comment, like, subscribe, follow, share.
Also, too, if y'all have any anime recommendations, please comment.
Please comment. We definitely will start sharing our recommendations for
Follow
sure.
the TikTok.
Follow the TikTok. I'm going to get my own for sure to start doing anime reviews and binge watching reviews.
Follow us on Instagram.
I will definitely, make sure to follow us on Instagram, TikTok. That's about it. Twitter. These guys have their own TikToks, which I will be putting in the description. I will make my own as well.
Right.
And we'll just keep pushing the envelope.
All right.
Peace.
Ni hao.